All right, so switching it up today, man, talking about accessories, one of my favorite things to talk about. So in front of us right here, you see some things that's on the table, and these are the items that I use every single day for my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now, these are items that, it's not a bunch, it's not a big dramatic. You know how people say best accessories, but they probably really don't use the accessories? No, I use each and every one of these probably every single day, if not every single day. And I figured, let me just go ahead and run through them real quick. It's not a lot, but let me just go ahead and tell you my little flow of things when it comes to the Z Flip 3. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So first off, let's go ahead and get into the Z Flip 3 itself. Now, if you look up close, you see I do have a skin up here. This is going to be a skin from dBrand. If I think this one is the hex skin, if I'm not mistaken. If you look real close, it does give off a little hex pattern. Now, I love dBrand skins because one thing about me, man, this Z Flip is so thin that I do not like putting cases up here. Now, I do have a case up here just in case I gotta go out, but I like, when I'm home, I like to just rock mine with the skin and nothing up there. And if not even a skin, just completely naked. So that's kind of the way I rock with it, man. But for me, this is one of the dBrand skins that I've had up here. I've had the robot skin. I've kind of switched the skins up from a couple days, you know, because I have a few. dBrand, bless your boy, hit me with a few skins. No, this video is not sponsored by dBrand. Maybe one day I can get big enough so we can be like, you know, sponsored by dBrand. I'm pretty sure y'all heard that before. But yeah, so when it comes to me and these thin phones, man, like the foldables and different stuff like that, where the cases I feel like aren't really the best, I gotta go with a skin, and the skin that I'm rocking right here, like I said, I think is the hex skin from dBrand. Real plain, real minimalistic. They have them to where you don't have to have the actual cutout part covered up. They have it to where it'll just go right here to that line, and then it'll stop, and you don't have to worry about any of this being covered up. But nice installation, as you can see right here. Great installation, man. Just take your time. I got a heat gun, so once I get it up here, I kind of heat it up. It kind of bends down to the corners, and these skins stay up here no problem. So dBrand skin when it comes to just lightly protecting my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. Now, like I said, I don't like running cases, man, but if I have to run a case, then I gotta go with the Samsung Aramid case. Now let's just throw this up here real quick, and I don't want to keep it up here long because it will damage your skin if you leave it up here. So let's just throw this on real fast, and here it is. This is going to be the Aramid case from Samsung. Now the reason I like this case is it stays up there pretty good. It doesn't require a bunch of adhesive, and it keeps the phone fairly thin, because one thing about these, I don't want to pick a big bulky case. They have cases that's just way too bulky for the Flip, and I don't want to put a bulky case on this bad boy. I want to keep things thin, so that's where this Aramid fiber case comes in. Personally, I feel like this is one of the best cases for the Z Flip 3. I actually did a review about this case, so if you want to see a standalone review, I'm not really going to get into it in this video, but if you want to see a standalone review of the Aramid fiber case, I do have it on my channel. I'll be make sure to pop it up above. Excellent case, excellent fit, keeps the device very thin, protects what it needs to protect. No, you're not going to get any of that hinge protection. Yes, you can kind of see some smudges and different things up here, man. These cases aren't flawless, but it's a phone. You're using it with your hand, so of course you're going to get smudges on it. So that's what it is, man, when I'm talking about the case that I decided to use for my Z Flip 3. So let's go ahead and get this off, man, because like I said, if you leave it up there a little bit too long, it will damage your skin because it's not ready to be made in conjunction with skins. But, you know, I cheated the system. I did it anyway. All right, next up, let's go ahead and talk about power. Now, you guys know most of the time I personally wireless charge my phones. I don't really plug them in unless the Z Flip, for example, I have to plug in because this thing can't last me a few hours. So I have to plug it in. So I have to keep now a charger and a cable around. And the charger that I decided to use is going to be this Spigen. And I want to say it's going to be the PowerArc. The Spigen PowerArc Station Pro. So here it is. Now this is a, if you can see right here, a 30-watt charger. Now no, the Z Flip doesn't charge at 30 watts, but I mean, I just did it anyway, man. Give me the fastest charge that's possible, man. Maybe you might can squeeze a little bit more juice out of there to keep this thing charged up because it charged so slow. But this is what I keep around when it comes to my charger. Now, not only do I use this as a Type-C charger, I use it for my Androids that has Type-C, but I also have a charger that is Type-C to Lightning. When I have my iPhones, boom, I can plug it in here as well. And not only do I charge, if I have to, say, for example, charge more than one earbuds, this is kind of like my all-purpose charger when it comes to charging things. Very simple, very minimalistic. The prongs pop in if you want to charge it. If you want to travel with it, very easy, very clean, man. So this is going to be the Spigen PowerArc Station Pro, and they have a few of these that gives you more charging capacity. So if you want to check them out, man, you know, go on Amazon, head to the website. I'm pretty sure you can find one that satisfies your needs. But Spigen usually send these over to your boy every now and then, and I just have them sitting around everywhere. And this is what I use basically for charging. Now, when it comes to the USB cable, personally, you can use whatever you want to use. You know, this is just what I've had kind of sitting around, and this is what I've been using. And you can say I've been using it because the edges are starting to get a little bit frayed here. So I put this thing to work, but this is going to be a USB Type-C cable from Anker. Now, this thing here is, I'm not even sure how long this is. It could be 4 feet, maybe 4 feet. I don't think it's 6 feet long, but it's long. It reaches to wherever I need to reach it at. Usually my charger is kind of right here behind me plugged in, and it can reach to this desk right here. You can reach over to my work desk. It can reach everywhere that I need it to be. Nice braided cable, and it's just nice. You know what I mean? Got a little bit of Anker branding right here on the head of it. So this is just my Type-C cable of choice. Nothing special about it. It's not really a reason why I choose to use this. But when it comes to cable, I usually typically use Anker or Anker when it comes to my USB-C cable. So that's what I use as my Type-C cable. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, like, T, why in the world do you have 2 sets of earbuds on the table? And we're going to get into that right now, man. So the earbuds of choice that I like to use for my Galaxy Z Flip 3 is going to be the Buds Pro. Now, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, like, wait a minute, man. We done came out with the Buds 2. Why in the world do you have the Buds Pros up here? And I mean, the Bud 2s and the Buds Plus. I get them all mixed up. Buds 2, Buds Plus, Buds Pro, Buds Live. It's just too many buds. But the reason why I choose to use these, man, is because the fit of these are just the best fit I feel like in any Samsung Buds. The battery life is good. The sound quality to me is pretty good. And when it comes to sound quality, I'm not like a super sound person that can be able to tell the difference between, you know, all of the basses, the mids, and the highs. Me, I'm just usually watching YouTube, watching live streams on my couch. I don't really need much fancy, but these right here just stay in my ear the best. Like, I love the Buds 2s. I love how light they are. I love the active noise cancellation, and that is exactly the reason why I also have these up here, because the Buds Pluses don't have noise cancellation. They just have ambient mode. But if I need noise cancellation for whatever reason, from outside cutting the grass, and I want to kind of cancel as much lawnmower noise as possible, because I tend to listen to like podcasts and YouTube streams when I'm cutting the grass, I'll use the Buds too. They'll stay in for long enough for what I need it for. But if I'm in the house just casually listening to YouTube and I'm talking on my phone, I'm usually going to reach for the Bud Pluses. That's just what it is. I've had these things for years. I don't even know when they came out, but I've had them since they came out. The case have stayed flawless. They have literally sat in my drawer for the longest. And the battery life on these things are still insane. So that's the reason why you see 2 versions of Buds up here. I have, 2 different use cases. If I want to get some active noise cancellation, I'll use the Buds 2. But if I'm just going for comfort and I know it's going to be in my ear for maybe a few hours, I'm always going to pick up the Buds Plus. Now, the last 2 items that you see up here are going to be charging, wireless charging. And these are the 2 that I use to wireless charge my devices. Now, this right here, and I don't have them plugged up. Of course, they're going to be Type-C. I don't have them plugged up right now. I just pulled the bases away from them. But this is going to be the Nomad Base Station Mini. Now, I love Nomad products, man. I legit have Nomad charging products all throughout the house, even beside my bed. But this one right here, I love it, because the reason why I love it is it fits the Mini like perfect. Like, look how perfect the Mini fits on that. You usually just drop it down, boom, and it's going to start charging. And the reason why I love Nomad chargers is because they have this nice leather right here. They're made out of, if I'm not mistaken, like aluminum. It's cold to the touch. We're talking about excellent quality when it comes to these Nomad chargers. That's the reason why I have so many around here. Now, on the back, it says you can use a 20-watt charger for 10-watt wireless charging, or you can use a 30-watt wireless adapter for 15 watts charging. So you're not going to get any blazing speeds when it comes to charging, but once again, it works perfect for this because wireless charging, I think, is capped at 10 and wired is 15, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is just going to be a perfect little wireless charger. And the reason I like it, and I usually use this on my desk to charge my Buds. Like, usually this is always on my work desk. I pop my Buds up there. They're just real small. They're real easy to do it. Sometimes when you put like a big phone, if it's like a 12 Pro Max or something like that, it can kind of, you have to find that sweet spot. But with this one, when it comes to the Flip, you can just pop it up there. It's perfect. It's going to charge every single time. You're not even going to be thinking about it. So that's going to be the Nomad Base Station Mini. Love this little charger pad. This is basically for my Z Flip when it's on the desk and I don't need a super quick charge to do anything when it's not plugged up. But this mostly is used for when I charge my buds up, because I do charge all my buds up wires. I don't know when the last time I plugged a set of buds in. And last but not least, let's go ahead and get over to the item that was free from Samsung when I did my pre-order, and that is going to be the Samsung Duo. Now, I kind of made a mistake. I wish I would have paid attention because I saw they had a trio, and the trio would have been perfect because I could do my buds, I can do my watch, and I can do my phone, but I guess I skipped over it. I guess I missed it, but it's all good. But this is actually, this is actually perfect, man, because this is what I charge my Galaxy Watch for, and we'll get into that because that's going to be the last thing. And this one as well is the perfect spot for a Z Flip. You put it in that little area right here, no matter what orientation you use it, the little LED light will light up there and it'll let you know it's charging. Very light. This thing is like it's made out of plastic, but it's, it does what it needs to do. USB Type-C, and I think this charges at, I can't remember what this charges at, but I think it may be charged from whatever the charger that you use with it. And I think Samsung included, I'm not sure the wireless, the plug that they included with this, but this is what I use on my desk. You get some rubber feet down here. Just like the Nomad, you also get some rubber feet. So the charger isn't going to be moving around on the desk, but this is what I use actually on the desk that you see right here. It usually sits in that corner. When I walk out for the night, I need to move this to the bedroom actually, but when I walk out for the night, I just put my watch up here, and sometimes I put my phone up here. Depends on if I'm using the Flip or if I'm using another phone, I put it up there. But this is what I use for my another office charger of mine right here. And last but not least, we got to go ahead and talk about the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic, because this is the smartwatch that I use of choice. I need to do some videos about this. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about this watch, and a lot of you be like, T, I know you don't really like Samsung, smartwatches. Why are you rocking the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic? Now, for me, I just always like to rock the latest Samsung Galaxy Watch when a new Galaxy comes out. That's just what I do. And I really like Wear OS with this. One thing that was really big and really hard on Samsung about was turn-by-turn navigation, but it's Wear OS now. So we can get that with Google Maps. It's fast, it's light. I like watches that look like an actual watch. I've always preferred the Samsung Galaxy Watch design over the Apple Watch. That's just me personally. The bezel, I mean, everything about it is just so smooth, man. It's really fluent. It's really probably one of the best smartwatches that Samsung has came out with. I will do some videos on this of how I have mine set up, but this is going to be the last accessory that I use for my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 and basically any of my Samsung products going forward, and that's going to be the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. So that's it. I didn't mean to make this video even this long, but I wanted to show you guys just what I use personally. This is real world. A lot of people do accessory videos and I feel like they don't use them. I use each and every one of these just about every single day. Maybe not the Buds 2 every day because I'm not really doing something that requires noise cancellation, but each and every one of these I'm using every single day, and there is some wear and tear on each and every one of these items. So as you know, I'll have the link down to each and every one of these. Make sure you go down below, check them out, go pick yourself up one. If I helped you and you're picking up something, comment down below, let me know which of these you're picking up, and we all good, man. But take it to you, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all do all the YouTube things, like, comment, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on for some more of these videos that we got coming up. It's a busy end of the year, man, and we're going to be ramping it up. But until next time, man, y'all be safe. Later.